As our final project, we will demonstrate Newton's third law, the law of conservation of energy. This law basically states that energy may neither be created nor destroyed. Therefore, the sum of all the energies in the system is constant. We will also demonstrate that the mass of the ball remains constant. Therefore, the quantity of the mass is conserved at all times. Lavoisier's law of conservation of mass implies that a mass cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be rearranged in space. During any action-reaction scenario, the total of the reactants must be equal. Continuing with the energy topic, energy may be represented on various forms, like kinetic energy, potential energy, heat, or light. Newton's third law states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This means that in every interaction, there is a pair of forces acting on the two interacting objects. The size of the forces on the first object equals the size of the force on the second object. This also happens with the direction of the force. This also happens with the direction of the force. The first object is opposite to the direction of the force on the second object. Forces always come in pairs, equals and positive action-reaction force pairs. Colors burn into my eyes, light for you shades gray.
The objective of this project is to demonstrate Newton's third law of motion and the law of conservation of energy by doing a very simple experiment involving our friend Alex kicking a football.
To prove Newton's third law and the law of conservation of energy, we kicked a ball of 450 grams, trying to reach a wall that was 4 meters away. It took 1.9 seconds for the ball to reach the wall. The velocity it had by the time it hit the wall was 8.8 meters per second, same velocity it has by the time it returned to Alejandro.
We calculated the final velocity with the formula. It takes 0 meters per second as the initial velocity, 450 grams as the mass, 4 meters as the distance, and 1.9 seconds as the time, and the acceleration of the gravity as the acceleration.
Our conclusion was that after having done all these experiments, we can reaffirm what the law of conservation of energy establishes. This law is supported by the Newton's third law.
No more tears, my heart is dry. I don't laugh and I don't cry. I don't think about you all the time, but when I do, wonder why. You had to go out of my door and leave just like you did before. I know I said that I was sure, but rich men can't imagine Paul. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories.